morning, everybody. And everybody's eating their food without coaxing. It's a mixture of tiki cat topper broth and Proplan turkey and cheese. And all three, including Lcee and FInn and Agita, everybody's eating without my having to pretend to be a cat and eat out of the bowl. So, good night with the kids, I guess. I edited and posted the previous podcast last night. When I think I ranted a little bit more than usual in that. And why not? I mean, hardly anybody watches these. It's like just my views and just ranting. And if it helps me with the pull and with as a push, and it's like slightly different perspectives, and I'm just like just ranting. Fine, that's my thing. So posted it, sent links to like 4 people, usual 4 people, and that's it. I watched it again. I don't know. It is kind of funny. I mean, you have to say. I mean, it's like I'm ranting incoherently, but I think I meow at one point. But anyway, never mind. So, and this one, I think Mrs. FInn is eating the rest of Elsie's. Elsie didn't like the tuna and cheese one that much. Used to at one time, but anyway. So he's eating dry food. He likes the kibble more. So that's Elsie. So anyway, that's what's been happening. I had a good night with the kids. Baby's on the bed, Agita nearby on the perch, and the morning just I talked to my father briefly and spent some time with the kids and fed the kids. And now I don't know. I might try to do some journal entry. Might try to do some writing. May go to see a movie. It seems to be Mondays have turned into mindless movie Mondays, so I might go to see a mindless movie. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And lunch and stuff like that. The usual Nutty Professor distraction stuff. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm having lunch. KFC, supposedly spicy, but not really. Chicken sandwich on the scenic pink park bench. Just by the Sobeys and Rogers and Drug Mart and Pet Value and various things. Plaza. Now, ours is not that building, the one just behind it, the second one. It's hidden by the tree. But and I walked here. I took that shortcut I showed you before through the under the highway through the streetcar tunnel. Otherwise, it becomes like 3 kilometers. You have to go all the way around that way or all the way around that way. You just cut through maybe a kilometer at most. Probably less than a kilometer. So the plan was, I had some indecision, like what to do, where to have lunch, to eat at home, to eat later, to do some writing, to not do some writing, to go see a movie. I do realize that indecision is also an aspect of depression, even though I'm not really feeling the depression. I think it's more part of the 5 weeks and counting, and I'm making it, but maybe some of the stuff overlaps with depression, but it's okay. I'm doing it, and I'll keep doing it. So indecision is not that big a deal. So I ended up going, okay, let's try a sushi place here, and they have lunch specials. And I looked it up online, and I haven't been there in many years. It's just next block. So I walk through the tunnel. I go to the sushi place. It's takeout only. They haven't they have eaten, but they haven't opened it up after the pandemic, and they go safety first, and we're takeout only now. So I'm like, oh shit, So then I'm like, what to do? And I walk that way to Everest. Now they're making it 2 kilometers. Have the Hakka lunch that because they're open till 4. Or walk that way on Queensway, and maybe even walk all the way to the cinema. I used to do it. It's about 4 kilometers. 5 kilometers. I used to do it, not all that long ago. Then I was shit, I was a long walk. I see a movie, but I got to walk an hour and something back. There's a KFC right there. So I came up with Plan C, KFC sandwich, because on Mondays you get the chicken sandwich with fries with drink combo for like $7 with tax. I mean, you can't really beat that. So I'm like, okay, I just, I saw the little sign of the thing, Monday specials, and then I went in and I got to take out, and I'm sitting here. This is a plaza that I often come to, So now, comparing this to Chick-fil-A. Okay, Chick-fil-A is a bit better. It is a bit better. The sandwich is a bit better, even though the toppings are all exactly the same. The lettuce and the onion and the tomato at Chick-fil-A, to get that stuff, you have to upgrade to the deluxe. Here it just comes, The fries aren't very good. Everybody, I went to the Rogers people, and the guy I dealt with was busy with someone else, and then the other person checked and said, no, your automatic whatever is still there. I said, I'll just check the bill when it comes, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. And I don't have the international calling, which I'll have to add on later, but we'll see, But anyway, I did, at least I know that the automatic payment is still on. It wasn't removed, as I thought it might have been. So, and then I went to Sobeys and I got impossible kheema and a gobi, cauliflower, It came to $17, but I used $10 a point, so it cost me only $7. Oh well, they didn't have the pita here, and the naan was $2.99. It was $3.99 at the other place. I saved $1, so I still paid $5 more, $6 more for the impossible kheema. I don't know if it was my mistake or their mistake or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's still $20. I bet you $20 for the day. Usually when I get takeout or eat out, it's quite a bit more than that. And this is like lunch and supper, But I gotta cook it. You don't just take it out of the bag and eat it, Anyway, never mind. Something to do. Bye for now. Ice cream place? No, I don't think I need ice cream. Do I know? No, I don't think so. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I got back a few minutes ago. The cauliflower was heavy. But anyway, and even the valet who recognized me, I was walking up the driveway instead of driving, and he goes, what have you got in there, rocks? And I got just a very heavy cauliflower. But anyway, so I got it back up and I did a very, very, very quick vacuuming, slightly wiped the counter. You can see a little bit more of the surface there. So I am planning on cooking, so I do need a little bit of counter space. So we've got Agita there, and she was not worried by the vacuuming at all. So settled there, just like, vacuuming, air show, it doesn't matter. This is my time of day for this spot. This is where I stay. So Agita's there, and this one, I think it's Finn. Finn's like going, yeah, I'm going to stay here too. I'm in the playpen. He's not going to vacuum in the playpen. I know that. So I'm safe, Now the other one, I think it's Lcee. It could be Finn. I think it's Lcee. Lcee's the one who lays under the bed. So he's under the bed. So there we are. There, look. It's not air show, sweetie. It's just vacuuming. I do it once every few weeks, a lot less than most humans. So, once in a while I kind of need to. So now I'm just going to take a quick shower and make a journal entry, see if I can do a bit of writing, and then it's cooking impossible kheema, which I paid an extra $5 for. I don't know what happened, what went wrong there. Maybe there was the other brand, the Beyond Beef. Beyond Meat might have been on sale, and I prefer this anyway. I probably wouldn't have paid the extra $5, but it doesn't matter. It's here, Actually, I came back and I cleaned up a little bit, and then I spent some time with the kids, and then I started to have pulls again. We were past the 5-week mark, and it was okay. Even starting to walk and everything, but it's okay. Roll it out, And finally, I got the energy to cook, and it's helping. I haven't cooked in months actually. This is a vegetarian kheema, but plant-based, with the impossible one. It cost me extra $5. And gobi, cauliflower, and lots of mirchis, green chilies, jalapenos, red pepper, cayenne, and tomatoes. I think that's about it. It's quite a bit actually. Tomatoes, yeah. Anyway, bye for now. And the kids know that that I was going through a little bit of a bad patch. They usually do, but it was fine. They knew. They know what happens. So they've been there for me, and everything's good. And now I'm going to feed them. Now that my food is just simmering, and I bought some naan from Rabba. So we got Agita there, and we got one of the babies there. We got the other baby there, and I think we'll try the goat cheese. They seem to like the goat milk one, the goat milk thing. They seem to like that. Anyway, I'll feed them, and then I'll have my own just let it simmer for a while. Bye for now. Okay, just about to eat. The store-bought naan. plant-based kheema with gobi and peppers and some chips instead of papadums and some sour cream instead of raita. Or some achar in there somewhere. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Agita's there. And one of the babies is there. And the other baby is there. Now, we had a good night, a good morning. Kids were on the bed most of the night, and now they're near the bed, and Agita is within sight in the hall. So I just, just been lying in bed looking at texts and emails and stuff like that. I got a very nice text from my local cat rescue friend, so I'm going to reply to her, but first I'll feed the kids. So anyway, I'm up, and the plan for today, I don't know, reading, writing, going out for lunch, the usual stuff. There was some pull yesterday, but I think it's better now. So kind of just have to keep writing it out. But it's fine. It's always good. Hello, everybody. I was over with the kids. I replied to my friend. I made a journal entry. I spent some time with the kids. And then I'm like, okay, lunch. And this is the only place where they have lunch till like 4 or even 4:30. Sushi place. A few miles, 2-3 miles down the road. So I came here, and I just made it. I got here before 4. Now I realize I think the lunch special might actually be till 4:30. It doesn't matter, it's fine. I had to park the menu right in front, so bought a token, and I can watch it. Good for now. So I guess a productive enough day. I wrote a long text to my friend in reply, and then spent time with the kids and pulled us a little less today. So. Thankful for those days. So, and there's also time with the kids, and then, coming out for lunch at 4 o'clock, and errands, and I'm sure I'll go for ice cream. It's just down the road here. And then PetSmart, of course, obviously, and then Dalrama, and then back to the kids. Okay, the food has arrived, and it's salmon teriyaki, and the tempura, one shrimp, and then a bunch of vegetables, and rice, and a couple of California rolls, and it's really good food. My only complaint here is that they don't have the dry red kind of cayenne-ish spice, Japanese spice. I think it's mostly cayenne, there's other stuff in it. And they only have sriracha. And sriracha is my least favorite hot sauce for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I'll eat it. It's better than nothing. But I don't really like it. If there's a choice, if I go to a place where they have sriracha or Tabasco, I'll go, yeah, Tabasco, or anything but this. Not sure why. My human relatives, the dog people, so maybe that's accounts for part of the difference. But my human relatives who live nearby, who I see a couple of times a year, they're chili heads. I mean, as much chili heads as I am. We match each other for spice levels. But and this is their daily go-to, daily use their hot sauce. This is their. That's not mine at all. My daily user used to be there was a Mexican one that used to get at certain stores, El Yucatero. It was green or brown, and it was like $4.99 or something, $3.99. It's a better bang for the buck. Some of them are like $20, $18 for the specialized ones. But I used to go for the El Yucatero, just like the regular size container that big, for $3.99 or $4.99. I think it's now $5.99. But it's pretty hot, and I like the taste of it more than this. And now, though, I've got that the West Indian one, the third place winning bronze medal in the hot sauce Olympics winning one. It's a very West Indian flavored hot sauce, but it's really, really good. So that's going to be my daily use. Everybody, it's the next day. I had an okay night at home with the kids. Tried to get into some reading. Wasn't really much that was appealing. Watched some more Ragnarok. Fed the kids. Had my own, supper, leftover kheema gobi, vegetarian kheema gobi. Had a good night with the kids. It's sort of an intense dream, so I'm not going to go into here, but anyway, so and now I'm thinking of going to town. There's a Salvador Dali exhibition. It's not at the AGO. It's a separate one. It's an immersive one. It's like $30 or something. It's in an office space somewhere. So I might near where the bus stop. So I might just check it out, see what the tickets are, see what's available. I am a big Dali fan, and I've never been to one of these so-called immersive exhibitions. They've been on for a few years now. So I might check that out at least. We'll see. And have lunch and then come back. So anyway, that's what's happening. And Agita was sitting there. She was not happy because one of her brothers has taken her favorite brick. And she was like, she jumped up on this and she looked at him and then she went running that way. And he knows very well he's sitting in his sister's favorite spot. So anyway, it's kind of like, but I got here first. I mean, just like real, like, human siblings. Not that I've had anything, but I suspect that's the kind of shit that human siblings do. So anyway, we got the babies there, and we got Agita there. Okay, I took the bus to town, and now I'm looking to see where the Dali exhibition is. Is Brookfield Place. This is the place. Business Hall of Fame. I don't think that's it. There's some kind of exhibition there, but I don't think that's the right one. I think I see a sign for it. Hello, everybody. Here I am. That's $30. They gave me a senior thing. They didn't ask to see ID or anything, but she gave me a little thing. The first thing is forest, and then there's like Divine Comedy. It's like a mixture of Dali and Dante's Inferno. And you've got like Inferno and Purgatory and whatever. But then I had to ask her, I said, the first one is forest? And she go, yeah, like forest? I go, oh, like dark forest? No, I didn't say that, but yeah, possibly. We'll find out. I do like Dali. So let's have a look around, Bye for now. I'm looking forward to this. Well worth $30. And I go, is there a time limit? And he goes, oh no, we close at 8. It's like 2 now. But I read online that it's like a maximum of, or I'm not a maximum. Most people spend an hour and a half, which is probably what I'll do, But we'll see. And I haven't had my lunch yet, so. But okay. Bye for now. I'm looking forward to this. Bye for now. There's Dali. Bye for now. Here's a bit of an explanation. In 1950, the Italian state commissioned Salvador Dali for 100 illustrations of La Divina Commedia, but Divine Comedy, Dante. But this commission to a foreign artist provoked so many protests, the Italian state was forced to break the contract with Dali. Consequently, he collected the works already produced, presented them in 1960 Musée Galleria in Paris. Acquired the rights, and then engraved, and then, looks interesting. Let's have a look. That's his drawing of Beatrice, and this is a little blurb on Dante. This is supposed to be the forest. See the trees? I don't know if it's a dark forest, but it's not very dark. There's enough light here. Yeah, this is, I remember this line from Dante. Midway through the journey of life, I found myself within a dark forest. It is a dark forest, for the path forward had been lost. So it's a dark forest. A little bit too much light for a dark forest, but still. Symbolic, metaphorical, all that stuff. The delightful mount. Okay, we're going through the forest. Dark forest. Nothing like the dark forest bus that myself have been through. Anyway. Yes, that was the opening of Dante's Divine Comedy. Inferno, not only a dreamlike space, but a place with symbols, 9 circles, and for there must be crossed successively. In each circle, Dante meets men stuck with eternal punishment, understands the penalties inflicted on the basis of guilt. He also notes that the gravity of certain crimes makes them absolutely unforgivable, creating an interior disunity with each of the culprits. Dante, therefore, offers his reader an inner pilgrimage that begins with the Inferno, makes them witness to what evil is and what falling feels like. From the perspective of, that time. Okay, so these are the characters. The fraud, the seducers, the flatterer, the simoniacs, Manto. Now, I don't remember what all of these mean. I'll have to look them up later, some of these. It's a long time ago that I first read, only time I read Dante, in English translation, obviously. There's Lucifer. These are blasphemers. Forest of suicides. Oh, there's the Minotaur. Heretics. Furies. Actually reading something about them in a different context the other day. Avaricious and the prodigals. Oh, would apply to a lot of people today, I think. Cerberus, the three-headed dog. I guess it's three-headed dog. What's the head? Pretty sure that's what Cerberus is. Sharon, the ferryman. That's actually a good one. The corrupt politicians. Things haven't changed in like 800 years. Okay, now, moving from Inferno, I guess the next one should be Purgatory. My fondest memories are of the future, quote by Dali. Yeah, that sounds like him. Doubting pleases me more than knowing. Yeah, that's also very Dali-esque. We have to win this battle. And here we are. I guess this is probably in Purgatory. Let's have a look. Okay, this is Purgatory, and I downloaded the thingy there. You scan it, and it tells you, about each of the paintings and what they represent and where they come from in Dante's Divine Comedy. It's really quite good. It's been a very, very long time since I read Dante. But some of the stuff is coming back, and reading some of his quotes. Absolute will does not consent to evil, but the will consents insofar as it fears by refusal to fall into a great misfortune. I like that one, So I went through all of these, and they're pretty good. Laws of ascending, and then the last one, and then there's a person in each hall, and she pointed out. I really didn't ask any questions because there's little descriptions on that thing that you download. But this is the last one, and you go all the way through Purgatory, and then this is Dante purified. So this is all Dali's and Dali's interpretations of the different different levels of Divine Comedy. So anyway, it's pretty good, and they've got music, and it's set up. I mean, yeah, it's sort of, it's very kind of thrown together, but it's actually not a bad exhibition. I mean, definitely worth the $30. Anyway, I think there's one more hall. There's Paradiso, and then we're done. Then I can go have lunch. There is one here. I saw it. There is one for gluttony. That's the lazy. And I did see a gluttony here. There. That's gluttony. So pretty soon I'm going to go have a lunch. I'm going to scan the thing, and that tells me what each painting represents. But first, I'll just this is paradise. There's far more light in this hall than the other ones. So let me scan the thingy. This is a little bit more of the religious-y stuff here, because obviously this is paradise. But there's obvious, Beatrice keeps showing up, and there's and I read the little blurbs in each of the paintings. This is and Beatrice is like reassuring him, and Beatrice solves Dante's doubts. On the whole, I think I quite enjoyed the exhibition. I mean, as I said, it's just it's a little bit kind of slapped together, but the music's good, and they're arranged and they're very nice. I was the only person here for this entire time. So they say an hour to an hour and a half, and that's exactly what it took me, about an hour and a half, So, and there was one back there for gluttony, so I'm like going, as I told the other person, I'm going to head for lunch. But on the whole, I think it was worthwhile. It was worth the $30, something to do, something to think about, And I do like some of these, I like some of the illustrations, and there's a swan, there was I read the thing or something about the swan. The swan came up in something else I was reading the other day. So anyway, it's pretty good. I think we'll go have lunch. Okay, bye for now. This is the way out. So we've been through Inferno. So first Dark Forest, and then Inferno, then Purgatory, then Paradiso, and now this is the anti-Dark Forest. This is after you've been through all of that, and instead of a Dark Forest, you're going through shiny beads, or just shiny thingies, whatever, with lights and a disco ball. So this is the way out. So this is the opposite of the Dark Forest. It was actually not bad. It's kind of, I don't know. I was walking around looking for a place to eat, and that's where I had that expensive brunch the other day and got a ticket. I don't have to worry about the ticket today because I'm not driving. And I could also have, and I came here and they have the Mr. Lutz special, but they have a happy hour, burger, fries, and 18-ounce beer. And I don't really like beer. But once in a while these days I do have a drink, and I thought it might go well with the very spicy burger they have here. Works, So I'm like, okay, you got a special, let's have a. I really don't. But then I was like, she goes, what beer do you want? Like, don't know any beers because I haven't really drank beers in a long time. And I'm like, when I was there, remember I had the spicy Caesar and stuff. It doesn't really taste like alcohol. And then that the morning one, the champagne mixed with juice or whatever they call that, so mimosa, So here I'm like, okay, I looked at the Creamoir, which I remember way back from my drinking days, and there's a Blue Moon or Belgian Moon. I think it's Blue Moon, but it's like Belgian Moon or something. But I'm like going Moon, because we had that Blue Moon the other day. So I'm like, let me try it, let me taste it. I'm pretty sure I still won't like the taste. Much prefer Coke taste, but I think it might actually go with the really spicy burger. So let's see, and I got a poutine because they have a vegetarian thing. I'm having the beer and the hottest burger that they have with the veggie patty, kamikaze, and then they bring the very hot. I think it's a hotter than hell hot sauce. Kind of fits the Inferno Dante theme, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, I don't really like beer. I still think I definitely prefer the taste of cola, but it is sort of going with the very, very hot food, and it is sort of going just, gonna get a little buzz, not the kind of buzz I like, but it's okay. Along with the hot sauce, it's okay. I wouldn't have another. I'd either get a Coke or just leave it, but it's actually okay for happy hour. Okay. There's a place just across the road here, en Pas d'Or. I think it's a bakery, cafe type of place, getting a Danish, and this is their medium. I don't want to see the large, but this is their medium coffee, and pear Danish. I never had it. He goes, our blueberries are most common, and I go, well, I don't think I've ever had a pear. Let me try a pear Danish. And it's quite good, actually. I'm sitting here on Front Street, and that's St. Lawrence Market there. I'll have this. I was still feeling a little bit of the effect of the booze, which I don't really like. Kind of went with the burger, with the veggie burger, extremely hot sauce and the poutine. So kind of, it was okay, but a little bit of the wooziness, which I don't like. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll have a coffee and some dessert, and then head back to the bus to Dali. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. Just got back. Agita's there. One of the babies is very nicely settled there. And then the other baby is there under the dining chair. So, I had a little walk. I had my dessert after with it, it sobered me up a little bit. Just the one beer. And as I said, it's not the buzz that I like these days, but it kind of went with the spicy food. So, and then on the way back on the bus, I met my neighbor, retired psychiatrist, and his brother, and we had a nice chat, in the hallway. And I mentioned THERIANISM, and he'd sort of heard of it, because one time, seeing yourself as an animal or identifying as an animal, I think there was considered a mental illness. Though you could also, it could be a cultural thing because you've got spirit animals and shamans who have see themselves as part wolf or part eagle and stuff like that, or or they can shapeshift and stuff like that. So there is also a cultural, I think, component to some of that. So I'm talking about about bus, and it was kind of funny. Anyway, that was a good outing. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's the next day. Had a good night at home with the kids. Fed the kids watched some, some streaming, and went to bed and had a good morning with the kids, just, relaxing and working on journal entries and replying to a friend and stuff like that. And then I came out for it's about 1:30, which is fairly early for me, for lunch. And I got this little Tibetan place. I used to get only takeout from here, but they do have a fairly nice eating in area. And what I like is that the food, they bring it in this thing, and then if I want to get it packed, which I probably will, I just put a lid on it, and they give you 2 puris, very nice puris. I'm eating one, I'll have the other packed. And then the good thing about this place is the hot sauce is very hot. It's unlimited. It's in that ketchup thing. So much hot sauce. It's already spicy. My friend who likes vegetarian Indian food would like it, but it's even plain. It's pretty spicy. But with the hot sauce, it's really, it's got a kick. So I'm enjoying it. And then from here, I'll stop at the Liberty PetSmart, and then from there, the Dairy Queen, having my Blizzard. Hello everybody, I was considering a trip to the house today to cut the grass, but I talked to my contractor, and he wasn't sure if he's going to be there this afternoon. So I said, and he said the grass is okay for now, so I'm going to go next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. There has been pull. There was pull last night. There was pull yesterday. I stayed home with the kids. It was okay. But there was pull, And then there was this morning too, After I talked to my contractor, there was pull, and I was like, oh shit, And I looked at some options and I considered some stuff, but I'm like going, there's too many, risks and too many obstacles, and I'd rather stay clear for as long as I can, for now. So I'm like, I want to write, but then I hadn't had lunch. So I said, okay, I'm going to go out for a Thai lunch. And I came to this place. I was thinking of the patio because it was nice weather. But they don't quite have the patio open, and I probably would have served me on the patio if I asked. But I'm like, okay, it's it's open here. It's got this kind of solarium thing. And then my shrimp has arrived. Thank you very much. And can I have a Coke, please? Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to eat, and then I'm going to go maybe PetSmart, of course, because it's not too far from here. And then back to the kids, and I'm going to try, maybe pick up a roti for later. Maybe try to do some writing. I'm just actually making some notes there for ideas and thoughts, and, the current state of the poll and pushes and stuff like that. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I went to PetSmart, and I got, so after I ate at the Thai place, I went to PetSmart, and I got more of the goat's milk and fussy cat toppers, which they seem to like. I haven't had to coax my fussy one in a few days now. Everybody seems to like these flavors. So, stop there, and it's kind of become like a PetSmart. I can't go past Dairy Queen without stopping. Particularly if the weather is nice and I feel like an ice cream. So for a change, instead of my Blizzard, I got this chocolate dip cone. So it's now the next day, around 7:38, and we've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies there, and the other baby's there. Now, yesterday I stayed home in the evening and watched some TV and fed the kids, and there was some pull. And then there was some pull this morning. It kind of ramped up a bit, but it's okay. I battled it. I just stayed in with the kids, and then I did some writing. When I'm feeling the pull anyway, I might as well write about it and what's causing it and thoughts and things like that. So I did. A bit disjointed, but I did. 5-6 pages and a bit of cutting and pasting as well from journal entries and stuff like that. So I did do some writing, and now I'm going to head out to eat because I just had a corn on the cob for lunch, and I'm going to go out to an Indian restaurant and eat, and then come back and just stay with the kids, feed the kids, and watch TV, read, stuff like that. So anyway, so far so good. Everybody, I'm here at Tedka on Queensway, and I've been here a couple of times, once with my friend and once by myself, and I came a couple of times before the pandemic too. And I do like their food here, and they have very good naan, and they bring you these appetizers, this is like included, like papadums and those sweet chutneys. Now, I decided, even though I don't particularly like the taste of beer, and I don't particularly like the effect of it either, I did have that beer the other day with the veggie burger lunch, That was a bigger one. But it sort of went with the very, very spicy thing. So just a few steps, and I've been having the chicken pakoras. They're very good with all of the kidneys. So, and I had the beer. He's going actually quite nicely with the food. So, and really pacing it. The food is very good here, but they take their time, which is okay if you're having a beer and you're eating. So I might even have a second beer with my main course. I'm taking so long, you know. But I don't mind. I'm not in a rush. You know, I got all evening. So, and I'm eating a lot. So I'll have another piece or two of the chicken, and then maybe save that for take home with whatever's left over of the spinach and chicken. Food is very good here. I have to say, it's very good. Bye for now. Hello everybody, the main course has arrived. It's spinach and chicken, like a breast meat chicken, white meat chicken. It's very good. It's actually very, very good food here, you know. And I got another beer. It took so long to come. There's so much food that time-wise I'm okay for the driving and everything. And I'm having a lot of food. I'm going to be here like 3 hours. I've already been here over an hour and a half. So I'm eating and sipping my beer, you know. And this is very, very good. And they brought green chilies, and the naan. The only thing, I thought of this last time, and I said next time I come, I won't get the butter. I'll just get plain. But then I ended up getting butter again. It's the same price, and you know, butter is supposed to be tastier, but it just becomes a little greasy, a little oily. I think I should really next time get to just plain. Hello everybody, I just got back, and Agita is wandering about here, and she complained to me because her brother is on her favorite perch. It's just lake with human kids. And he's like going, I got here first. He goes, make me move. I'm comfortable. I'm not getting up. And the other one's like, I don't want to be part of the family drama. I'm here, you know. So we got one of the babies there. Yep, there. One of the babies there. One of the babies there. And Agita there. Don't worry, you know, if your brothers leave any of their wet food, you eat it anyways. You know, wouldn't complain. Anyway. Kids. So, yeah, it was a good outing. I ate a lot. I had 2 beers, but spaced out, and we had a food. And then I just stopped to get cola on the way back. Cola and ice cream bars for later. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, Agita there, one of the babies there, one of the babies there. Had a good night, a little bit less full last night and this morning. I had exchanged a very nice text with my friend last night, and you know, I had the dinner with a couple of beers. The beers, I don't know, I did feel a little woozy. It sort of goes with the with the curry, but on the other hand, I really don't like the taste or effects. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. So just stick to Coke, as in Coca-Cola, of course. So, you know, and I'm now going to get ready and head out for brunch. And I'm thinking of going to the Roncesvalles Polish Street Festival. There are restaurants there where if I can get a table for brunch, I will. And if not, I can always have like street food for brunch. So that's the plan. Anyway, going to come back and then work on editing and posting. Bye for now. We got home and kids there. There's some kind of home and kid show for like entertainment for home and kids. A lot of home and kids. Anyway, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't bother me. Bye for now. Hello everybody. There's a drama llama there, or a llama. This is I think an Ecuadorian or something, stall, and there's a llama that human child has sort of fallen in love with it. She's like petting it, she's trying to grab on it. Look at that. She's trying to climb on it. So maybe it's a human child that likes drama. Who knows? It's a drama llama. Very, very realistically done. I mean, you know, she thinks it's a real llama. But then that's, I guess, you know, human kids do that kind of shit. Anyway, bye for now. And walking down Roncesvalles, there's a lot of humans. But as usual, as long as I don't have to actually deal with them, I don't mind them too much. A lot of human kids, though. I mean, you know, a lot of human kids. It's okay, like I said, as long as they don't, you know, harass me or swarm me or anything like that, as long as they keep the distance, or, as long as I don't have to deal with them. Don't mind human kids or dogs even. There's dogs, But, obviously I prefer dogs to human kids, but still, human kids, I understand a lot of people, they like them. They have human kids and they're like cats to them. So fine, each to their own. Anyway, bye for now. I see the bias immediately, and I think I have addressed this with my friend. She mentioned that my cat rescuer friend who lives in this neighborhood, she does go to Kennel Cafe sometimes, and I go, Kennel Cafe? That's obviously, dog biased. And look at that. They say dog and cat stuff. I mean, how plain can the bias be? Dog first. I mean, obviously, it should be cat and dog cafe. And I was joking with my friend that, maybe they should call it like cat carrier cafe or something. Bye for now. Okay, in the end I decided to go for street food rather than try to find a place. Pretty much everywhere is full, and so I'm just like, people are sitting there drinking and stuff. I'm like going, I'll just get street food. So they have those things there with pierogies and sausages. So I got straight cheese pierogies. They're quite good. They're not spicy for me, I will really say. They don't have hot sauce yet, but they're actually fairly good with the onion and the, now, this is a table. Everybody's like using this as a thing. So I'm going to have these and wander around, maybe get another appetizer of some kind or some. We'll see what's vegetarian and available. So they had this in previous years too. They have a display of Polish cars, or so cars that were sold in Poland or made in Poland. I don't know. That looks like some kind of Lada Fiat Eastern European thing. And so there's this. This I'm not sure what it is. It says Fiat, but it might be one that's like that was sold in Eastern Europe. Fiat Lancia. But anyway, they always have like a couple of these things. Hello everybody, guess what? I walked all the way down Roncesvalles, and there was chicken thingies for like $7 or $6 for one skewer. I've been eating so much chicken lately. But I walked all the way down here to the dosa place, and I came here once during the pandemic, and I got it to go, and it wasn't the same. So I got the spicy one, and there's a potato inside here. It was very good, very crisp, and they put green chilies. I think that was an extra thing, but they put lots of green chilies for me. Lots of chilies. It took me at my word. It's hot, but it's not. For me, this is pretty much my normal hot. It is very good. Okay, the dosa wasn't all that great. They charged $2 extra for the green chilies, $3 extra for the sort of spicy inside masala, which, they did warn. I can't complain because they do have signs saying, you ask for anything extra, you will be charged extra. So, but $2, you could have got like a pound of chilies. Well, half a pound of chilies. They put quite a bit, but I don't know. And the dosa wasn't the greatest. So. And now I got an ice cream, and I'm just making my way through all the humans and dogs and human children and stuff. Maybe I should just cut across to side street. Hello everybody. I got home a couple of hours or so ago, and I've just been relaxing with the kids. So they've got Agita there. It's her favorite spot these days. And we've got one of the babies there. I think it's Finn, settled on the cat bed in the playpen. And we've got the other baby there, kind of wandering about. I think that's Lcee. And he had been settled on that cat corner for a while, but he just got up to wander about a bit. Now, I'm going to sit here and just do my my synopsis for the week, which is sort of one of my my routines now for Sundays. With my local cat rescue friend, we call it Philanday, because we've got, the Saturday is Catterday, and then Sundays Philanday. On the whole, Sundays are usually a little better for me because I do, go for brunch. I got my routine, go for brunch, spend time with the kids, and then I tape the synopsis about the the week's events and insights and thoughts and struggles and just general stuff, and then edit and post, which keeps me busy for the evening. And even though hardly anybody sees them, it is a sort of a useful exercise for me. And as my out of province friend agreed with me that last week I did rant even a bit more than usual, particularly in the synopsis and a little before, because I started to get in my views of politics, neither left nor right, nor in between. It's kind of the cat's eye view, and THERIANISM and stuff like that. So I did, I kind of enjoyed that. I kind of enjoyed my Therian rant, So, but I'm not going to rant this week, I don't think I really get much to rant about. But on the whole, and it's been ups and downs, but that's just how it goes. The main thing is I am 6 weeks clear and counting, and it has been tough. There were some rough days during the week. I don't know if I really emphasize that in the footage, but yeah, there were some pulls. But I did. I mean, the pushes. I mean, obviously the kids are my major pushes, and I'd been discussing with a friend how that last binge was particularly rough. And she was saying that you would think that if it's really rough, then you won't have the pulls for a while. But then she goes, I realize it doesn't work that way, and it doesn't. However, and it's true. I mean, the pulls have still been there, and they've been pretty strong over the past 6 weeks or so. So at times, but I think the fact that the binge was such a deep dive, it has had a bit of an effect because it hasn't really prevented the pulls of stuff, pulls as such, but I think that I'm sort of coming to this point where it's just I really have to put everything I have into this. And I'm doing it, day by day, So the pushes, obviously the kids, and then the usual eating out, which I've done a lot of, and even walking up to that. Hey, sweetie, even walking on the Monday up to that, plaza and having the KFC, and then walking back. So then walking, and then on Wednesday there was the Salvador Dali exhibition. Wasn't all that great, but it was a distraction, and it was a rechanneling. And then there was the lunch, and it did actually the Dali show did actually coincide with some of the thoughts I'd been having, and a couple of dreams that I had. And I'm not going to go into all that right now, but it was sort of synchronicities, and even though I don't think the show was all that great, and it was just kind of thrown together, and I was the only customer there. I guess it was a slow time. I mean, I do love Dali, and I, the whole Divine Comedy, Dante, very symbolic and all of that stuff, and there was it was okay, but and then afterwards the lunch and a couple of beers. And then a couple of beers yesterday. And even though I don't really like the taste of beer and I don't really like the effect, but I did a couple of times during the week, and it's not exactly as a control burn because I didn't get drunk or anything. I just had, one beer, one larger size beer on the, after the Dali show with the veggie burger, and 2 yesterday, but spread out with a lot of food, and over like 2.5, 3 hours, So, but still, I mean, it doesn't really, it doesn't agree with me, and it's the kind of a woozy. No, it's just not and even the taste. I really prefer the taste of cola. So I experimented a couple of times during the week, and I suppose you could see it as a form of a very, very mild control burn, like testing out, like. Will a couple of beers, will that rechannel? Will that help? And it doesn't really, So I've tried it, but I don't think I would try again. Maybe once in a while with a curry, if I'm going to a place where there's spicy food, and I might have a beer, and then maybe a cola afterwards for the taste. But we'll see. So there was experimentation, and the pulse, it ramped up a couple of times, but there was the art show, the going out, the time with the kids, and then yesterday, I mean, There were polls earlier in the day, and there had been earlier in the day before too, fairly strong at that, But just wrote it out, and then yesterday I did manage to do some writing. I mean, it's a little disjointed, but my logic about that is if I'm feeling the polls, I might as well. At that point, I'm not too worried about writing increasing the cravings. The cravings are already pretty strong. I might as well write out the details, which are sort of interesting and I think should be written out. So I've been writing out some of the details about the pushes and the pulls, and some of the thoughts and some of the details from binges that kind of keep rising, so that works sort of as polls. So I did do some writing, and then I went out for the Indian food, and today, time with the kids, exchanging texts with friends, and last night I exchanged, and that was actually quite nice. I exchanged texts with a friend at a point that it was kind of helpful, in terms of perspective and stuff. So it was, that helped a bit, and had a good night, and the polls were a little less today, So went out to the festival, exchanged texts with a friend again, and here we are. We've done a week, So we're heading into, so this was week 6, so heading into week 7, And for the next week, the usual, kids, reading, writing, podcasts, and I think I'm making a trip to the house on Tuesday or Wednesday to cut the grass, because I didn't go last week, and also see the progress. I'm really hoping there's some progress, And I might have that Porsche towed. It's just sitting on the driveway at the house, and there is space for it in the storage garage. And whether I'm keeping the house or trying to sell it and buy another one in town, I don't want the Porsche on the driveway for the winter. So either way, it really should be moved, So I'm going to try to do that. So that's the project. And then next week on the weekend, I'm meeting my friend for lunch in my local Canterbury School friend. So really looking forward to that. And Saturday night is Nuit Blanche, and I usually go out look at some of the exhibits and installations and stuff like that. So that will be the plan for next weekend. So I'm kind of planning ahead, and that will be week 7. So I'm hoping that the polls won't get as strong as they did last week, but they probably will. Once or twice they will, and it's just a question of writing it out. So far, so good. So really, not a lot to rant about this week. Just in terms of, I'm still clear. I mean, there are pulls and pushes. Pushes are still holding, and it looks like the world's forecast for rain. So I'm kind of glad that the festival and all of that was in the day, and and I did walk around a bit and had the dosa, which wasn't all that great. So that's what's happening, Week 6 done, and heading into week 7. And as I said to my friend in a text a few minutes ago, it's still, even though I'm fully intending to make it to week 7 and to keep going, it's, as always, going to be one day at a time, and it's going to be Oppie photo, one paw in front of the other. That was a concept from way back. So that's what's happening from the 4 of us. So we've got one baby very nicely settled there. I think that's Lcee. And one baby very nicely settled there. And I think that's Finn. And we've got Agita settled there, her favorite spot these days, and myself. So from the 4 of us, bye for now, and see you next podcast.